Okay. All right, well, today I'm working on a Malibu 2.4 liter Ecotec. Did a rebuild on the timing system, cleaned it all up, running great. Gave it to a friend to drive, and he's been having some problems with not stalling, but rough idle and whatnot. So I'm going to change out I'm not going to change it, I'm going to clean the mass airflow sensor, and I'm going to take this throttle body off, clean that up. Of course, YouTube, your best friend when you're a home mechanic, and I've been looking at some videos, reading online and stuff, so this is not going to be a difficult process. So I'm just going to record and talk you through it. I've already taken the cover off. We can address that when we get back to putting it all back together. Today I'm being the mobile mechanic. I had to bring my tools over here. I have to take the screwdriver. So I got them scattered all over the floor in the garage here. Brought what I thought I needed. Hopefully I don't lose anything. Like that screw right there. And I brought a little tray to hold on to my knees. Another screw in there. A little difficult to reach. Working in a garage with minimal lighting. You get two little screws, Phillips head. Gosh, I hope I don't lose this one. I think I hit the floor. It just comes out. A little clip here that pops out. I believe I've had so many of these clips off and they end up losing a part. And then I think that's got to come all off. Little bitty clip. Then press the tab. Pull out the connector. And voila. It doesn't look very dirty. Right in there. Could be. We're going to fix that. I'll move outside to do this cleaning. I'll sneak up the garage pretty good. Be gingerly with it. From what I understand, it's kind of tender. Easy to break. The next item is going to be that. Put that right there. Car like the back of my hand. Spent period of 2 years working on this thing because one, I got sick. It lasted about 8 or 9 months and I was not able to do anything. Two, I got misleading information from a professional mechanic that had me disassemble it 3 times, the timing. It's really disappointing. Take it to a professional and he says, oh, your timing must be 1 tooth off. 1 tooth off, huh? Turns out it wasn't 1 tooth off. Turns out the problem was I had a bad harmonic balancer. Yeah, all the time it needed to come out and be replaced. It was old. I had to drop the oil pan to get debris, broken parts out of the oil pan. Come on out of there, baby. There's the other tab. Pull this connector off. This throttle body is operated by electronics. When I'm reading older throttle bodies, are just like an old throttled car with a cable to it. That's not the case with this. And because of that, if you take this off and reach in there, and even with it on, if you reach in there into the throttle here, the body there, and move that valve, butterfly valve in there, like an old carburetor has, you're probably going to screw up the electronics up in here. So we don't want to do that. It's actually cleaner than I thought, but the throat's pretty dark. This bolt must stay intact somehow. There's a cover here that's, I don't know if it's removable. It's got a lot of gearing in there and stuff. It's all connected to this throttle assembly. This butterfly valve in there, and it could become a real problem. Move it. This cleaning is going to cost me $8. Throttle body's a couple $100. Okay. Let's see if I can show you what we got here. Yeah. You can see the darkness down there in the core of the throttle body. Let's see if I got a light here. Light gonna turn on. Yeah. There, see all that blackness in there? We're gonna clean all that out. Oh my. So hopefully we get it all shiny again and we'll have some luck getting this engine running better. The bolts will pull out, but I'm just gonna push them up, hold them in place. All right. Look at that in there. Wow, full of carbon. That took me all about 15 minutes. Where's my light? Real bad habit in this place. Wow. No, that's plastic. It's black plastic. Got a lot of carbon. Is that heavy in there? I'm going to reach in here and just give it a wipe. Let's see. Kind of oily. I could wipe it all out, but I don't know that it's going to make a difference when you start running the car again. I don't know. We'll see. We've got trash can over there. We're just going to put this on the floor back here. Let's Let's see what things are looking like on the video. Yeah, you can see what I do in there. I guess we'll pause the video. Maybe go outside, set up again, clean it. Alright, let's see here. I got a pie too. All right, we're rolling. Okay, so let's start out with the mass airflow cleaner. It's like $8 or $10. I don't know how much it was. They didn't come equipped with the little directional spray straw. So I'm going to take the one off the other, see if it'll fit. Oh, it will. Yep, well, there it goes. So we're just going to put these little electronics in here. Not going to take much effort, really. Thing dripping everywhere. Spray head's no good on this thing. It's a mess. What a mess. There's gouging there. There's a little bit of dust in here, not much. I wonder if this is the problem. Maybe it will. No, not really. That is pathetic. A little opening right there. You can see there's not much dirt coming out of it because there's not much in there. Ooh, that's cold on the fingers. Just gonna let that dry. I'll take a look at it again here in just a bit. Man, that's cold. Things you do for your friends, you know? Freeze your finger off. Okay, get to fly around. Now this is the throttle body cleaner. That doesn't want to go on. What is going on with that? Not sure where I put my glasses. All the way inside the jacket. Wrong pair of glasses. Wrong pair of glasses. Ended up being in my coat pocket underneath my checkered jacket. see what the problem is here. There we go. All right. Oops, forgot some brushes. Be right back. Man, I would have thought I had it all figured out already. I got 2 cans of this, but I don't know how many I'm going to need. Yeah, it's going to need a little brushing. Break that stuff loose. Got a couple little toothbrushes, and this might work better. Get down in there. Wow. That is baked on, baby. Take a little coaxing to get it all off. Like you said, we don't want to move that butterfly. Get a little closer to me over here. I got a big collection of this stuff, so this, just reuse it. When we're done, we'll spray it out. That carbon buildup is really hard to get off. Way down in that throat there, it's coming, but this is a little chip brush. Wow. I'm going to show you where I'm at here. It's cleaning up, but we got a ways to go. Way down in there, you can see. It's coming up. I hope this is the problem. This is the solution to what we're dealing with. Yeah, it's coming. Take a little love. It's built up, boy. Yeah, it's coming off. It just takes a little time. Got to soak it in. That mass airflow sensor didn't look like it was dirty at all. I've seen some YouTube videos on them, not necessarily on this car. They get really covered in dirt and dust. This Malibu's got, I don't know, 188 on it, I think it was. And I don't think it's ever been touched, so probably didn't hurt to get it cleaned up. It's coming, looking good. Almost got it all off on the side here. I'm sure the area that's most sensitive is where this flap meets the body. You get the carbon build up, it won't close, won't seal up, get air leaks. I'm sure that has a lot to do. Looking pretty good. Almost got it all off. And then when I'm done, I got to make sure I don't have any those left in there. The brush. Some over here not quite clear. Just take some gentle rubbing with some solvent, which they come clean. Now you can see where we are, looking better. A lot better. Now flip her over. Got some work to do in there. That's very important. See, I got brush pieces in here. It's very important that you do not move that valve. That'll throw everything out of whack in there, and then you get some real problems. Now, oddly enough, when I had this all apart, I could look down the throat of this thing because I had it off all the time. I'm like, man, that's dirty. But my thinking was, how in the world am I going to clean that? Because the car won't start unless you got the cover on, it all back together. It just won't ride, won't start. And wow, this is coming off much better than the inside, on the top side. And I was thinking, my thinking was, you know, like an old carburetor. Spray it in there, burn it out when you're running the old carb off, but I never made an attempt, and I was so focused on the timing, I just never addressed it. Now Bob's got it, and he's very appreciative of having it. And he called, he's like, man, I don't know what it's doing. It's idling, running, the idle changes, it revs, doesn't rev hard, but just raises and lowers. And I said, well, let me figure it out. And I did a little research. I'm not an ace mechanic at all. Just trying to learn as I go. I've done, you know, 60 years old. I've done a lot of car work. Rebuilt an old Bronco, ground up. That's beautiful to listen to, isn't it? On my snot. Yeah, this is coming along very well. I'm gonna spray a little blast in there. Yeah, looking good. Get all this shined up. Boy, woo, pretty. Get these little brushes underneath that, into that butterfly. Hopefully we can get all that cleaned out of there. Look down inside there. Get this issue resolved. But this isn't it. There's an idle sensor and a couple other things I can look at. But for now, this is number one. When I replaced the timing, I had to take practically the top of the engine off, the front of the engine off. So when I put it all back together, I put a new valve cover on, new spark plugs. I didn't change the coil packs. But comes to that, I guess we could do that too. Who knows? Bulk of the money I've spent on it has been timing parts, maybe $600, and I've been picking here and there on this, that, and the other thing, just making it look nice again. They had to change door lock actuators, and I had to change a window switch, and just all kinds of stuff. But none of it was costly. Of course, if you put 2 years of labor on something, buy a new car for that. Wow, she's shaping up now. Now look at that baby shine. Woo, baby. We're not done yet. We don't want any debris back down in there when we put it all back together. Spray it off. Spray down along that butterfly. Oh, look at that. All the grit in there now. Just have to keep at it till we finally get it all. Got a couple of those pieces of that chip brush in there. Wow, you can see there's a little wear. I guess it's wear, I don't know. All those miles on it. It's like there's a wear spot along here. Could be just carbon deposit stain. Go back in, make sure it's all dried off good. Put it back on. Start it up, see what it does. Won't know till Bob gets out and drives it a little bit more. Maybe it won't do it again. In the meantime, I'll go home and do some studying on it again, see what I can find. Hard stain here. There it comes off. Now my brush is dirty. Another piece of chip brush in there. There it is. Hear that? Don't want that stuff in there. On the outside of it, there's a big rubber boot that goes over this. Tighten that down, seal that up, you don't get any air leaks. Oh, my fingers are getting cold. I'm going to work right in there where that joint is, where that butterfly turn. There's some buildup in there. Looking better. Same on this end. It's right down in that little crevice where that rod goes into the body. You got debris in here now, so I pick it up and see it floating around in there. So when we're all done, I want that clean. We'll flush it out. We got some gunk down in here. One of the things I did do when I got the car finally back together, I had an oil leak the front main I was dealing with for quite a while. Turned out problem was actually the harmonic balancer. It wasn't any good anymore. I replaced it on our last attempt to retime everything, put a new front seal in, and all of a sudden, whoosh, it all worked just beautifully. So I took it over to the car wash, popped the top off of it like you saw it now, got the black cover on it, and gave it a good cleaning. And I crawled underneath the front wheel there, the car wash. My engine degreaser on and sprayed that. Oh, look at there, there's a big one in there. Look at that, see it? I'm almost done. I saw that, I'm like, whoa. So this is good, this is really great. Now you notice all this cleaning, I haven't moved that butterfly at all. I'm posing around there, around where that seams, you know, right up in there. And hopefully we've got it all cleaned out in there. Man, my fingers on my left hand are cold. Look at there's another piece. It's stuck in there. Wouldn't you know it? Come on out of there, baby. Come on out of there. It won't come out. Man, my fingers are cold. It's probably like 34 out here. It is freezing on my hand. Looky there. You can probably see it in there. See it? Got to get that out of there. Man. I got it, but I don't know if I broke it off. I'm not about to try to open that thing up to find out. Sure, once it opens, it'll whatever little bitty teensy weensy pieces in there, it'll fall in and get burned up inside the engine. I think we're good. Far cry from what it was. They say they use some compressed air maybe to blow in there, but I don't have any. I thought about buying a can of air and I didn't do that either. They want this fluid that's in there, they want it to dry, and you can see, if you get a reflection on the, you can see there's a little bit in there that's not dry yet. It's drying pretty fast. And then right in here, you can kind of see, I can't really see it looking at it. Yeah, you can see the ring through there. I don't know if that's a wear spot There's a little bit of wear in there, you can feel it. After all those miles, I guess you'd get a little wear spot too. That's interesting. Alright, so I brought some towels. See if I can get this cleaned up a little around here. Not that it makes any difference. It's just rubber marks stuck on there. Be alright. Get a big boot that goes over that. Clamp it down, we're good to go. And we're gonna wipe this up a little bit. This looks clean. It looks rough, but it's the seat we got to deal with. All right, there's our final cleaning. We're gonna call it good and then put it all back together. We'll see you back in the garage. All right, we're back. Got the sensor and the doohickey here. Doohickey, I can't remember what it was called. This only goes in one way. Oh, you know what? It doesn't only go in one way. Gee, I wonder if there's a... Nope, looks like it does only go in one way. How about that? Never thought about that when I took it apart. And I broke a nail. I hate when that happens too. Golly. What a hanger. Okay, that ripped it off. Alright, so we got some paper towels here. Yeah, got a little oil too. They say to find my glasses. Just wipe this down a little bit. Put a little oil on that seal. I didn't pull that out. This really isn't a seal. I didn't clean this off. It's not really going to affect the seal of it because the seal is right here. We're going to mate that to this surface. This is what I'm cleaning off the other side of it. It's irrelevant. Alright, that's good. And I don't think I'm going to do anything to the inside of that. Maybe I'll wipe it a little bit, but it's just going to get dirty again as soon as you start running the car, I'm sure. And I'm not going to put any cleaner down in there. This is a plastic hull. And I don't know what a cleaner would do to it. Next thing you know, you got a deteriorated throttle body. And you got some real issues. I'm not going to try to clean it. I'll wipe it out a little bit and I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, it's not much left in there already. Kind of oily. Good. Okay. else I gotta do except plug that back on it. Set it on there. Bolt it in. Yeah, that whole top of that engine was off. New plugs. Valve cover gasket. Get to the point where I could take that car apart hour and a half to redesign it. I don't have no torque wrench. 89, I think it was 89 inch-pounds. Everything else was 89 inch-pounds. Just gonna snug it down every other till it's kind of tight. There, that one felt tight. Look at that. Got my automatic torque wrench with me. There, torque. Oh. Yeah, when I was putting timing bolts in down on the front of the engine for guides and stuff, I sheared off a bolt. I can't believe it. I had those things out 3 or 4 times. I guess it just got worn out. Sheared off the bolt right up inside the front of the engine. No way to get to it. And I'm like, great. This job's over with. And I was all aggravated, frustrated about it. Walked away, came back 10 minutes later, reached down there. The bolt head was all sheared off. You can see the bolt sticking out of the front of the engine. I reached down and grabbed that bolt, see if it would turn. Unthreaded, it was beautiful. Came right out. Okay, I think we're good here. This is just snug. I'm not over tightening it. I didn't even think to bring the little torque wrench. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, now, let's see, I gotta go over and get my parts. Okay. There. Now we take the little clip, stick it back in there, tab up. So, here's the clip, snap it on, lock it in. That's in. Now I gotta find my little screwdriver. There it is. So right behind this is an air filter. Pop that off, pop that off. This whole cover comes off. That's all been replaced. That's a new air filter in there. It's nice and clean. Now this is going to be a little tricky. Guess I'll try. I'll put the good one in. I know I can reach. Can't really see it. Alright. I'm going to snug it down just yet. This one has a magnetic tip, and I hate to lose this screw. It's going to be, you won't have much of a view here. I'm going to try to start it by hand. There we go, baby. There we go. We're not going to lose that screw. Snug the rope down. All right. Next, take our little clip, tab up, the little center tab, in case you're wondering. That center tab clips side up. Right in there. You'll hear it click, click, push it on, click, click. All back together. All right, easy peasy. Next order of business. Got a big cover that goes over the front of the engine, covers all that. We got a cap here for the oil. Mounts on the little stems over here. You probably can't see those. That's got to get connected. Wires out of the way. That's a replaceable item, may be an issue. I think there's a sensor here that may be an issue if it doesn't fix it. And I've got some, I'll do a plug here. Nobody that I know. My friend Bob, who drives this car, recommended this stuff, and I did a little reading on it. This, especially for older cars, it will clean the entire fuel system and the injectors. 12 ounces for 12 gallons. That'll go in as well. And hopefully we'll get this baby purring like a kitten. All right, now, here's our cover. See the clamp. You reach underneath there with a socket, comes right through that little curved area, goes right on there. This goes over that. Crank it down, seal it up good. And then goes on that way. This will go over that. And we're good. Don't forget to connect this line. And you gotta have your oil pail plug off to get this on and off. So the first thing I will do is connect this like that. Roll that onto there. It's got a little slot there that it goes in. And then feel under here, you've got right there at the top of the, you know what? I'm gonna have to unplug that a little bit. I think that can go over it. It's better than what it's doing right now. Right there. That should go over it and sit on there, and it's not doing it. That's interesting. Put a little oil on that myself. So it slides on. All this time I've thought that this thing was sealing, connecting and making a seal over that. It's got a big area to do it. And now I'm thinking if they're having it apart so many times, maybe it wasn't even on right. So I'm putting some oil on this rubber boot in here. Then I'm going to put some oil around the outside of the throttle body. And we'll see this. Let's probably see it in the video. Snap on. And get it on there. That's there. That's there. That goes that way. And then yeah, that one a lot better. No, might have been the problem the whole time. Never wasn't on properly. Okay, so this goes here. Like that. Now, I have an 8mm socket. And I got a flashlight. I put the flashlight out in the garage. Or outside. Oh, you know, it's right here in my pocket. Okay. Little trick I learned after I was finally done with this thing. Get rid of this oil and all spill that. You know, tighten it up. There's a little slot right in here. Shine a light down in there. Shine a light under here. You can see your wrench pop up. Your socket head. Where's that at? Find the socket. There we go. Come on, get on there. Yeah, you would think, man, wouldn't they make it any easier? See that? Come on. We'll do the easy one first. That clamp's got to go on it. Okay, that's tight, that's tight. There, I think I got it. Get it tight now. Now, we're going to be losing no air. The engine will be getting all the air it needs. There we go. Yes, sir. And that's the story. Can't start it right now because I got the garage door shut. So I'm going to clean up a little bit. Put that fuel additive in there to clean the engine system. This oil cap up, get the cover back on, cap back on there. Last thing we want to do is drop 3.5 gallons of oil. Floor all over me. Alright, that's good. That's good. That's good. Das ist gut. Yep, a little oil spill. Alright. Looking good. Take your tool when you're done, you just throw it over there on the floor like that. That's the way I roll. God bless everybody. 2025. Have a great year.